Hello folks, what a day for SoundHound shareholders. We saw a new 52-week high on good volume, and this rally doesn't look like it's slowing down anytime soon. In this video, I will go over what's driving this rally, today's price action in the context of the broader market, short sellers and how they're getting crushed right now, and finally, how I'm trading this and my forecasts. Before we begin, most of you are not subscribed yet, so please hit that like and subscribe button to get instant updates when I post SoundHound videos. And also, I'm not a financial advisor, so I take all my content with a grain of salt and seek professional financial advice if you need to. Alright, so what's driving this rally? In the past few videos, I've been talking about things like new customer acquisitions, NVIDIA GTC, and a possible capital raising. So when it comes to new customer acquisitions, the CFO came out a few weeks ago and said SoundHound is currently in talks with a top 10 or top 15 restaurant franchise. Look, hopefully they sign up a new big client and we'll be hearing about it shortly. And also NVIDIA GTC, which is like an AI symposium / conference, is going to be held early next week. Unfortunately, SoundHound will not be presenting as far as I can see. I mean, I had a look at the catalog and there's no mention of SoundHound, which is a bit unfortunate, but I did notice that there are a couple of talks on voice AI or conversational AI. And look, SoundHound could be mentioned, might not be, who knows. One thing I noticed is that NVIDIA, I almost forgot that NVIDIA has an autonomous driving division, and one of the NVIDIA directors there will be talking about it. So hopefully, this could spark rumors or talks of a potential collaboration or even a merger between SoundHound and NVIDIA. But I mean, that is total speculation. Who knows? And finally, SoundHound should raise capital, in my opinion, while the going is good. I mean, there is some convertible debt as far as I can tell on the balance sheet, and they might do some sort of a capital raising like SoFi did a few weeks ago. And some people might say that's a bad thing, but it depends on how it is done. I think if SoundHound is able to get recapitalized from existing prime investors like SoftBank and NVIDIA, that would be a huge vote of confidence, and I think the market would actually bid up the stock if that were the case, even though that might mean a dilution for existing shareholders. But the prime factor behind all of this is hype or sentiment. I've been saying this all along. People are cramming into the AI sector simply because the leaders like NVIDIA and Palantir keep going up, and they want a piece of the action when it comes to small caps. SoundHound appears to be the alpha dog among the AI small caps because it's got promising technology, growing revenues, and some A-class investors like the aforementioned NVIDIA and SoftBank. So long as sentiment remains positive for SoundHound and the AI sector in general, I think the stock will keep going up. So moving on to today's price action. SoundHound went up nearly 25% today on high volume. This is the 15-minute intraday chart and it looks magnificent. Today we gapped up and then sold off a little as we usually do, but the bulls took over and there was sustained buying that actually picked up towards the end of trade, which is unusual because usually there is a dump at the end of the day. So this is incredibly bullish because it means people are willing to hold the stock overnight. So zooming out to the daily chart, we see that a new 52-week high was made today and there is no resistance overhead. This means that the vast majority of SoundHound shareholders are now in profit, at least on paper. This also means the selling pressure going forward will be minimal and will only come about as people take profits. Notice how we made a new high on less volume than 2 weeks ago. This is possible because this huge tree shake shook out a lot of paper hands or weak holders who sold their shares to the diamond hands or strong holders who were still accumulating. This reduced the number of shares available to trade, and consequently the stock is now able to make new highs on less volume. So essentially what I'm saying is the shares went from the hands of the many to the hands of the few during the past 2 weeks. If you're still holding after this tree shake, congratulations, because we are now riding the gravy train. Next, I want to talk about a group of people who are most definitely not riding the gravy train, and that is short sellers. If you look at this chart, we see an exponential rise in shorts in SoundHound in recent weeks. When I bought the stock last month, the amount of shorts was at around 12% of float, but the latest reading is at over 18%. This last reading was taken after the earnings report, which is quite bad in my opinion, and the shorts smelled blood and came in for the kill. SoundHound actually fell a fair amount after this, and some of these shorts probably made a little bit of money, but they would currently be underwater or scrambling to cover their shorts. So in effect, what is happening right now is actually a bit of a short squeeze. The shorts number will be updated in the next few weeks, and it'll be interesting to see if it increases or decreases. But in my opinion, to short a rising stock in a rising sector is near suicidal. So yeah, good luck to the shorts. So finally, how am I trading this and my predictions going forward? So I bought bought in at around $4 and my position has now doubled in value, so I'm pretty happy with that, but I think there's still juice to be squeezed here. As such, my initial target of $12 still stands. If we reach that in the next few days, I'll probably sell about a third to a half of my position. I personally think SoundHound stock is now re-entering hype mode, whereby the price increases exponentially. This means we might see a parabolic trajectory in the price where it just goes apeshit, for lack of a better term. If this does happen, I think we will see some sort of a blow off top, and I'll be looking to sell most of the remainder of my position, if not all. But this is just my opinion, it might never happen. I mean, the stock could crash for tomorrow for all I know. There are no guarantees in the stock market, and it is up to you to make your own trading investment decisions. Don't follow my targets because I could be dead wrong. And please don't use margin because that will be your undoing. Anyway, tomorrow I see continued upside, but it is concerning that Nvidia went down today. Hopefully it's just taking a breather and it recovers heading into the weekend. So in summary, there could be positive news on the horizon. The shorts will continue to get squeezed. More and more capital is flooding into the stock, so things are looking great for SoundHound at the moment. If you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. I think we are in a phenomenal bull market right now, and I think we're just getting started. I'm buying stocks left, right, and center. Let me know in the comments below if you agree, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.